thing. Hit the thing. I'm so good at podcasting. I seemed quiet. I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. It's All Fish and Chips, the podcast, episode 99. And my name is Thor, and I am just excited as all to have you here with us today. Episode 99 of the podcast, one away from the big 100. Very excited about that. So thank you for joining us for this. Blah, blah, blah. Shma, shma, shma. Sitting across from me, checking on his phone, wearing his Mickey Mouse. I've never seen you wear this shirt. In his Mickey Mouse shirt, we got Bubby.
I'll drink to that. It's my comfy Mickey shirt.
Oh, nice.
He has an uncomfortable.
Yeah, he's got one that's just wool and just scratchy as hell. And then sitting next to Bubby, as always, the
Spit it out.
I'm so tired right now.
You're on vacation.
I am on vacation. That's why I'm tired. I didn't take an afternoon nap today. She's living in a wind tunnel for the next 6 months. It's Amanda. Hi. How's it going over there, Amanda?
It's fine.
Okay. As Bobby said, I'm on vacation. And let's just go ahead and hit traffic and weather on the 8th. It's beautiful out there. It's going to be sunny and 80s, and the freaking rain has finally stopped.
For a day or two.
Yeah.
Well, enough that my basement dried out and my backyard dried out. So hopefully the flooding has come to an end, and we're not going to see any more torrential down.
My front yard under my tree is still really soft. Like
You're really soft.
mighty. Well, yeah. We know that.
Oh, what? I don't know if that's the brag you think it is. The right by my gate is just a pit of mud.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to get out into the backyard because of all the rain we've had. But whatever, it stopped. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna enjoy this week just hanging out. We got some emails. We got some text messages we're gonna talk about this week. It's gonna be it's a fun, busy week. But
Get going.
before we get started, what you guys been up to? Anything fun?
I'm waiting for these messages.
Okay. Well, we'll get to those here in a minute. You want to get to the first message? It's from friend of the podcast, Carol. And she sent some trivia questions about the podcast, which I will read out, but we're not going to answer this week. We're going to give everybody time to think about it and then give our answers next week. Okay. But then we have some just regular questions that we can talk about as well. So trivia questions, Q&A for the 100. This is for the 100th, which will be next episodes. Everybody write these down. Pay attention. I say I'll put them in the show notes, but I won't. So pay attention now.
You're on vacation. You got time to do that.
I got time. I got zero will. I'll be real honest with you. I got other things going on right now, but we'll get to those in a minute. Q&A for the 100. All right. Number 1. Bubby mispronounces words in several episodes.
Every single one of them.
Name as many as you can. So we'll think about this, and when we come back next week, we'll see how many you can name, Bobby, and how many I can name, and see if Amanda's got any. We'll also recap our favorite Parker story. Bubby's got a bunch of those. Our favorite episode. And then in episode 7, I introduced the cast as members of a cruise ship. Carol asks, who was the cruise director? Who is planning the itineraries? Who is the captain? And who is in county lockup? I have some guesses here, but I'm not sure. Next question. When we originally came up with catchphrases for each of us, Amanda had a few catchphrases, none of which stuck. What were they? And I know one for sure, and I'm struggling on the second one. This one, yeah. So that's the questions. Those are the trivia questions to think about for next week, and then we will come back. I'll post these in the Slack, and we'll come back and see how many of these we can answer. So that was from Carol. She also has some general.
Are they for? They're not for us. We're just supposed to answer them.
Right. Well, we're going to answer them. What do you mean they're not for us?
It's not trivia for us. It's trivia for the listener.
For the listeners and also for us. No going
But that's not fair because if we did know all the answers, then we could look them up.
Right. Well, they can look them up too. They can go back in the podcast and just listen to the podcast again.
You're assuming we remember.
I think you spoiled this game.
I don't think I spoiled this game.
I think so.
I think we're good. I want to give everyone at home a chance to play.
They could do it on the 100th episode.
Well, don't cheat for next week. Think about it, but don't cheat.
I know all the answers.
Do you really?
Yes.
Oh, I don't. I don't even a little bit. I really.
That's why I was like, this isn't for us. We know the answers.
See, Amanda has what's called good memory, Bubby.
Yeah.
And then there's me and you who have zero memory.
Right.
I do remember one of Amanda's catchphrases. I'm pretty sure I know who's who in the cruise ship. I have maybe one Bubby mispronounced word. Yeah. So I'm going to think on it, though. I'm going to come back to this. So
I don't even think I can remember how many words I've said.
There's at least one an episode.
At least
I have to go back and listen to all of them.
Ryan hit me up on the one that I was having trouble with a while back. And he sent it to me, and I still couldn't say it. So
That's a good story, bro.
Thanks. Weird flex, but all right. Hold on. I'm going to look at the damn word now. Anecdote. Oh, I got it, but only if I read it. Because as soon as I put this down, it's anecdote again.
Yeah.
Anecdote.
Yeah, that was fun. That was when Scott was here.
Yep. All right. Bubby,
Dort?
what you got going on? What happened to Parker today? What happened to that boy?
Oh, well,
Not
again, I haven't heard from my wife to know if this happened or not, but I'm assuming or
Okay.
I'm speculating that he got locked out of the house today.
All right.
Because what's happened is, he started base and he's got his own house key and he comes home and
Latchkey kid.
Latchkey kid. He opens the door and goes in. Well, in order for that to happen, only the deadbolt can be locked.
Okay.
He
Can't lock the handle.
The screen door or we have a glass door has
Yeah.
a separate key, which he doesn't have. So if he locks that,
Who locks that?
Parker
Okay.
will lock it, but in the mornings I always have to unlock it. Well, I did not do that this morning.
Bubby's a bad dad.
Yeah, I didn't think about it, and so I text my wife and go, I'm pretty sure Parker's probably locked out of the house. He's going to be sitting out there when you get home.
So there's no like dog door or anything like that he could get in the house for?
No.
Can't climb on the roof and sneak through a second floor window like I used to do back in the day?
Well, he could do that, but he's not going to think of it.
Yeah, whenever I would like leave my key at home because I'd forget to take it with me, and then we'd get home and the doors would be all locked, I'd have to shimmy up like this like metal grate that held up the front porch onto the roof and then climb through the bathroom window on the second floor. We don't live there anymore, so burglars, go ahead and get in that house if you want. I don't care.
Give him the address.
I lived at that. Yeah, it's on Ashbourne Avenue in Lynchburg, Virginia. So just start trying to second floor of some houses. You'll get in one of them bathrooms, I'm sure.
Yeah, so that's what probably happened. I'll find out when I get home.
Now, I want to bring up this other thing that we talked about last week off air, and that is the fact that Parker does not have a cell phone.
No.
So if he's sitting out on that front porch and can't get in the house, he can't call nobody for help. He's just got to bake in the sun all day and get dehydrated.
It's shaded.
Hide under a bush until you get home.
Okay. He'll be fine.
How come he can't have a phone, Bubby?
I can't trust him with one.
Get him one of them ladybug jitterbug phones where you only got like 3 numbers on it.
Ladybug. See, I didn't get that wrong.
One of those ones that only got like 3 numbers on it. So he can call you and you can call your wife and he can call 911. Or another number, maybe not 911.
No.
Thor.
Yes, have him call me. I'll put it in my phone and I will answer that phone every time because I am interested in what that boy's got to say. If he does call,
He would call
Bubby's
you
being a
probably
jerk.
more than you'd want him to.
Bubby's being a jerk. He'll get his own ringtone and everything. You're just not gonna get him one, huh? How old has he got to be?
It's not an age thing. It's responsibility thing.
This is how you teach. It's like getting a puppy. This is how you teach responsibility, Bubby.
No.
Keep track of the phone. Keep it charged.
I don't like how he treats his dog either.
Well, you don't like that dog, so it all works out.
True.
All right. Well, get that boy. My vote is write in if you'd like to see Parker get a phone.
One of these days.
One of these days, or send us a phone, and we'll give it to Parker, and then that'll learn Bubby.
Tell him to start acting like he should.
All right. Now we're having fights. Amanda,
What?
if you've been to the art walk, right? Mm-hmm. Here in Springfield. Mm-hmm. I've never been to the art walk, so we decided to go. It's the first Friday every month, so we decided to go to the art walk downtown.
On Walnut Street, right?
It's all over downtown. There's a whole bunch of different places that participate in the art walk.
Yeah, I went once 5 years ago.
You're thinking of Arts Fest
Am I?
with
Yeah.
the little tents and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Arts Fest.
Okay, so that's what I was thinking this was going to be.
Oh, okay.
So I was thinking we'll have like things set out on the sidewalks, and we'll stroll along downtown, and we'll look at art, and
Entertainment.
and whatever. That is not what the first Friday art walk is, even a little bit. So we read that you could get Gailey's was participating in it. So I was like, oh, we go eat at Gailey's and we'll start there and we'll do the thing. We get to Gailey's and all they got out front is a sign that says they are participating in the art walk. And you go inside and it's Gailey's, which is a nice restaurant that has art on the wall, but that's as much as they are participating in that experience. And then you walk to some of the other places and it's the same experience. There are places that have art that are open, and that is about all that's going on.
Now, can you buy art?
Yes, you can buy art. In fact, the piece of art that I was sitting next to at Gailey's had been sold.
Oh.
And also, it appears like you have to have a musician performing in your establishment if you want to participate in the art walk. Because,
Well, there is entertainment.
well, I wouldn't know. I don't know if I'd call it entertainment so much. We had a piano player who was real good at the piano and not so good at singing. And he went on and he was very loud for a very small room. So what's your take on the art walk here, Amanda?
I liked it.
Yeah, you don't go all the time though, right?
No, why would you go all the time?
That's kind of what I learned there. Is that this is not a
Once you've done it, you've done it.
You've kind of done it, yeah. And that brings me to the other thing we went to this weekend, which was the Flower Festival on C Street. Okay. And it was advertised as the most anticipated event of the year on C Street.
By the person that
That is running
that
one
up.
person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Voted for by the lady in the hut that was running the experience. So you're supposed to go up there and it's supposed to be like a mile of like different flower arrangements. The whole thing is supposed to be all covered in flowers. It is not even a little bit that. There's like 2 flower arches and like 3 other things. The Savoy had set out a plant that I'm pretty sure they were just trying to get to stay alive and had nothing to do with the flower walk. It was looking kind of sad. So they're like, we're going to put this out in the sun for
Just need some sun, yeah.
Yeah. So we walked around on that thing there, and they had like a little table set up to judge like different flower arrangements that people had made, and one was like a knitted chain of flowers, which was kind of cool. One was just Lego flowers. None of them were actual flowers, as far as I could tell. So I was not. I don't think it's the most anticipated because they have the what you call it on C Street at Halloween.
The dance.
The thriller.
Zombie dance.
The zombie thriller thing. And that thing is packed out. Like,
Yeah.
Like a bajillion people go to that thing.
Yeah.
The flower thing, not so much. It was kind of disappointing. Yeah. And if you wanted to buy flowers, you could get like some baby's breath for like $8. And you want like peony, that's like another $7 to go with that. So we just went up to House of Flowers and got some flowers because there you are. So, what's your favorite festival we do around here?
The
How about you, Amanda?
I
Christmas
don't think I
parade.
could name one.
You,
I don't participate in any of that stuff.
in any of it? No,
Don't care about any of that
no community, nothing.
No, I don't need
Christmas
to be part of
parade,
it.
huh?
Christmas parade, 4th of July parade.
Bubby likes parades, apparently.
Sure. I like a good parade.
How about-
I like a good parade. That's why I don't go to those.
because they're not good.
They're not good.
Because they're just like a trailer being towed behind a truck with with some crepe paper and a kid on there waving and throwing candy.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all every one of these local parades I've ever been to. There's a fire truck.
And a bunch of cars and a bunch of little cars with Shriners and
oh, you wish.
I don't care about any of that. There are Shriners.
Yeah.
In those parades.
Okay.
Parker loves going because he'll take a gift bag, like Christmas gift bag. He'll just collect all the candy that they throw, and he'll get a whole bag.
It's like double up Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the best float you saw at one of those? Not a good one. Not like a Rose Bowl or Macy's Thanksgiving.
There's always like a fake Christmas tree in there, a little DJ speaker playing Christmas music. That's about it. Or
you're really selling this.
Manger scene. Maybe.
You're really selling this. You're making me want to go.
A baby doll in a manger. I don't know.
They ain't got a real baby up there?
No. Too cold.
Too cold.
You know what
Not anymore. Global warming will get it. And that baby will be fine until mid-January. So, all right. I like the Suckerfest. That one's real dumb.
Never been.
Okay. That one's real dumb. But for those who don't know, there's Ozark town right here next to Springfield. They have sucker days where they get the sucker fish and they cook them up. I don't think they actually cook sucker fish, do they? It's just catfish, right?
They say it's sucker fish.
Gross. But I had a sucker fish in his fish tank. That and a big ass catfish that ate all the other fish. Have I told this story before?
I don't remember.
Amanda's in charge of previous stories. He had this fish tank. He loved this fish tank.
Who did?
My dad.
Oh.
And he had all these fish in it. And then at some point, turned out there was a catfish in the mix, like snuck in there. He didn't realize it was a catfish. And that bad boy kept getting bigger and bigger, and it just slowly ate all the other fish, except for this one big old sucker fish that was on the side of the tank the whole time. And he would just clean the side of the tank. And then my dad kind of let that thing go to pot a little bit, and the pump broke, and the whole thing kind of turned a little green, and then he had to get rid of the fish. He took them to the local fish supply place and traded them.
Sold them back.
Didn't sell them back. He was like, "Here, you want these fish?" And they're like, "I guess. I don't know what we're going to do with the catfish, but sure." And so they took them in. They adopted them. Let's say that. They went to live on a farm upstate. We're going to say that about them fish. So he used to have a tropical fish tank at his work too, which was pretty cool. I used to go and just hang out and look at the tropical fish. I have no desire to have a fish tank. Well, you ever a fish tank?
When I was a little kid, I had goldfish.
Yeah.
Yep. Ended up flushing it.
Before it died?
That's what my question was going to be.
I can't confirm or deny.
This was a solo endeavor, just you?
I don't remember.
Were you done being responsible for a pet, and so you were like,
I'm not going to feed this.
Free Willy? My brother...
I don't want a clean tank.
My brother won a goldfish at a fair once. You know how you throw the ping pong ball and thing and get the fish? And my grandma took it, and that fish died of old age. It lived like 16 years or something. That fish lived forever. Just one goldfish. She took real good care of it.
I want to have one of those jars that's like an ecosystem, like you put plants and stuff in it, and you just have little shrimp.
Like sea monkeys.
Kind of, but not the little teeny, like actual shrimp.
Right, and the whole thing's like closed off, and they just live in there.
No, it's not closed off because you have to keep adding water to it. But you don't like change the water out because they eat all the things that grow in there. But I think that'd be fun. Yeah.
Cycle of life. You can keep don't name them, though. That's my advice. First of all, how do you tell the difference between one tiny shrimp and another tiny shrimp? But there's a big giant one of those at a museum, which it's like 100% sealed, but it's a complete ecosystem, so it sustains itself. So it's got the plants in there, and they make they oxygenate the water, and the water cycles through, and then the little shrimps and sea monkeys live in there. And then they were painting the place, and they covered it up while they were painting the whole place. And when they uncovered it, like they had almost killed off everything because it wasn't getting enough light. Yeah. And they're like, but they rescued it. It didn't die. So. No, I kind of like that. They sell those. Like, you can just buy one, can't you? One of those.
I don't know, probably.
Terrariums or whatever they call it.
They also have, like, the living little moss balls. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Those look fun, too. But it's a plant.
I've had to ban the purchase of plants for the indoors of our house.
Why?
Because at some point in time, I will become responsible for that thing's life, and I'm not good at keeping them alive. But I feel bad, and I'm not the kind of person who can just let them die. So I will waste an inordinate amount of time trying to keep a plant alive that I can't keep alive.
Yeah.
Everything dies. Everything goes away. So
and
you can either give it a home for a while, or you can just hope someone else takes it in, I guess.
And that completes our emo moment for the week.
Emo?
Everything dies, Bubby.
Oh.
Well, it's just the way it is.
It's true.
It's not sad. It's just life.
It's the circle of life. Now, you know who's good at keeping plants alive for the most part?
No.
Tyler. He has, like, his office looks like he is growing weed in there, but he is not.
He probably is.
No, he's got, like, grow lights, and he's got a little, like, a stand and all these different types of plants.
Exactly.
None of them are weed.
Exactly.
I've closely examined it to make sure.
Exactly.
But he's got a ton of that, and it's like a weird purpley light, and he's got one plant that's like just a stick, but it grows, but it doesn't have like leaves or anything. But apparently, if I touch it, I get like super itchy or something. I don't know. He can explain it when he comes on the next episode.
He's growing gummies.
Maybe. I don't think that's how that works.
It's just a weed stick. You just chew on it. He doesn't want you to touch it because he doesn't want you to know what it is.
Oh, okay. Because he knows I'll be a problem at that point.
No.
Hey, let me come in
Stuck
there.
on that stick.
Let me chew on that plant for just a hot second. Get away. Get out of here. I just want to. Just a second.
Just like cats when they chew on things like plants are not supposed to.
Right.
Like, I just want just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Right. He's just got a whole bunch of what are the ones you get at Christmas? The poinsettias.
Yeah.
Kill the cats. Yeah. He's got that as for me. So here, this one tastes like almonds. Oh, dead I go. So I can't keep it. I tried for like 3 years to keep this one fern alive, and eventually just didn't make it. And I'm not.
This spring, Kathy bought 3 hanging baskets, plants, and put them out on the back deck. And
are they already dead?
Oh yeah, they just filled with water from all the rain.
Oh, I imagine. Yeah, they might be a little drowned out there.
It's in the shaded part under the trees, and just never got enough sunlight. So yeah, they're toast.
I don't know if you remember, but sitting on here on the front porch, we used to have a basket with a fake plant in it. My wife managed to kill that thing. Like it got so sunbaked at some point that all the leaves fell off.
It looked really faded.
Yeah.
The last time I remember seeing it.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know how we managed this, but we killed a fake plant. That's not good. So I got the little planter out front, and that does pretty good, but that's pretty low maintenance. I just get in there and get the weeds. I got to get back out there.
It's like a lot of wild stuff in that.
Right now there is, yeah. There's like hostas and elephant ear and those big old sunflowery looking ones that aren't sunflowers, black-eyed Susans or whatever they are, and then a lot of weeds, and that's the part I got to get in there and deal with again. But it's been so much rain. Like I've already weeded that thing like 5 times this spring, and I got to go back out and do it again.
Tell you, my grass is so green and lush because of all the rain. I've never had to water it.
Oh yeah, no, you ain't watering nothing right now.
There's no brown spots whatsoever. Now, come August, that might be different.
That's why I like the old house when I had that Bermuda grass, because it would just turn brown and just go dormant, and you'd be like, that's Bermuda grass.
Don't have to mow that.
Don't have to mow that no more. But it was thick, so you had to keep up with that stuff. Mm-hmm. So anyway, that was all that. Bubby, you got 3 pictures here. Which one you want to talk about? Amanda's got an email, too, that we're going to have to get to here. I am not looking forward to this.
I can't share that much. It's personal.
Oh, is it?
I can share some of it. But
Oh, this is even weirder then. Because for those playing along at home, it's from my sister. So now I'm curious.
My new best friend.
Yeah, Amanda's new best friend, my sister. Congrats on that.
Do you want to talk about...
Oh, shit. I got to talk about my mom here after a minute.
After a minute.
All right. Well, I'll talk about this one picture.
Which one?
The first one.
Okay, because I was more curious about the second one, but yeah, go ahead on the first one.
So I was in a grocery store. I'd never really shopped there. Thought I'd try it. So I was
Which grocery store?
Hy-Vee.
Yeah, it was Hy-Vee. I didn't know.
You've never been to a Hy-Vee?
We had never shopped. I went to the grand opening of the one...
Wait, what?
On Springfield. On Springfield.
On Sunshine, and I ate at the Wahlburgers, but I never shopped there.
Wait.
So...
Hold on.
What grocery store do you shop at?
The neighborhood market close to my house.
Oh.
You went to the grand opening of a grocery store.
I wanted to eat at Wahlburgers.
Okay. That closed, by the way.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it went out of business.
Oh, I don't know.
Because they were expensive and they weren't that great. But you've never shopped there. All right.
No, not until
Not until here recently. Gotcha.
right. So I was walking around and saw these, and I had to take a picture. I thought it was hilarious that there's an actual brand called D's Nuts.
Yeah, it is. Take your taste buds for a...
I have a phone. It has
I
pictures.
didn't know if you had seen it.
Yes, you posted it to the chat.
I didn't know if she doesn't ever have her phone open.
Oh, do you want me to look at it right now?
Look at it right now, Amanda. I demand you look at it.
No, I just
Take your taste buds
You
for...
drove here, and I just didn't think you'd have looked at it.
I can look at my phone and drive.
Well, that's not.
Don't do that.
Don't do
Right.
that.
Coming up, that's going to be illegal now. You can't even glance at your phone, and they can give you a ticket.
Illegal.
Take your taste. Here we go. Try 3. Take your taste buds for a bucking hot cheddar
Shadow.
ride gourmet flavored peanuts, and they're called what, Bubby?
These nuts.
Hot cheddar, not cheddar. Cheddar, because legally they're not allowed to call it cheddar cheese because it's not.
Is that fake stuff?
I imagine it's some sort of cheese dust that they just kind of sprinkle over top of your nuts here.
Your nuts.
Whose nuts?
These nuts.
There you go. All right. Did you get any?
No, but
What?
But I did get the next picture. This is actually sitting on my table in this picture.
Did you just steal this from the
No,
from the?
no, I bought it.
How tall is this?
This is a box of cereal.
Oh,
The Caitlin Clark Hy-Vee cereal.
Crunch Time cereal. That's what it says under her name there.
Yeah, Crunch Time. So I actually
What?
bought a box, and I sent it to my best friend back in Arkansas because he collects Caitlin Clark memorabilia.
That's a niche market right there.
Yeah.
The Caitlin
Caitlin
Clark memorabilia. How big is that market, you think, for Caitlin Clark?
That's probably pretty big.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff with her name on it right now.
Okay. It's
I
sugar,
like it.
frosted flakes. It's just frosted flakes.
Yeah.
Or Wheaties. Basically,
Without
I don't know what Wheaties are.
Wheaties
but
are
probably like
frosted flakes, but without the sugar. So they're just sad flakes.
sad flakes.
brand.
Bran flakes. Yeah, they're not even corn flakes.
I
They're
wouldn't eat
bran.
them because they have an orange box, and that's gross.
All right, I'll bite.
Okay.
I just don't like orange.
Fair enough.
Orange is not appetizing.
Usually it's blue, they say, is not appetizing, but I'll buy orange.
Wait,
I like
just,
blue.
just the color.
What about orange? Can you eat an orange?
I don't know that I ever liked Rice Krispie treats, but I liked that box. It's blue,
Blue, and it's got the little dudes on it.
right?
Mr. Snap, Mr. Crackle, and Mr. Pop.
Actually, I know it's not surprising. I probably would like a Wheaties because I don't like Frosted Flakes because they have sugar on them. And I liked Kix.
Crackling Oat Bran.
Yeah, that's kind of sweet though.
All right, so the most unsweet cereal of them all, Grape Nuts.
I liked Grape Nuts, but I hated that they took so long to get mushy.
Oh, see, that was the problem I had with them,
I know.
is they got too mushy.
Yeah, we talked about this in the cereal episode.
Yeah.
But I like not really sweet and mushy.
Okay, so
I like oatmeal.
fair enough. Fair enough. So wait a minute. So all orange food is unappetizing?
No, when you put it in like a label or a packaging.
Oh, okay.
Like same with Gatorade. I was like, oh, Gatorade's probably so gross. But I like Gatorade. But the
get
orange
the-
label, I was like, oh,
Just get the lemon lime or
Tang.
the
I never-
you
I've
can't
never
have
had Tang.
Bobby. That is like double up because the powder's orange and the container is orange.
Just like powdered Gatorade.
Have you had powdered Gatorade?
Yeah. Not at my house or anything, but back when I played football,
Oh, okay.
we had orange Gatorade in the powder.
he always just wants to talk about how he played football.
He's the Al Bundy of this show. I don't know if you know this or not, but he just talks about his high school
I'm
football.
apparently
career.
the only one that's played football. No, Tyler played football.
Tyler did play Pee Wee football, yes. Actually, he played, I think, like in middle school, maybe like junior. If he were here, he could tell us the story, but screw
We'll
Tyler.
never know.
We'll never know. And he's probably not listening to this episode, so he can kick rocks. All right, just check it all the time. All right, so orange is. But what's your food color aversion? A virgin.
Virgin.
That's a different story.
What?
Earlier we were talking, by the way, and we were talking about the fact that our friend Ted is out of town and Amanda is house sitting for her. And Bubby's like, I was like, she's on vacation. And I was like, yeah, she's doing a sex tour through Thailand. Oh. And Bubby's like, you can do that?
That's an option?
I was like, I got a lot of explaining to do before you go on that trip.
You have to call a realtor to set that up?
A realtor? Probably not. Travel agent, maybe. Realtor? I mean, unless you're looking to stay.
Wow.
Well, depending on how your ladyboy experience goes, I guess. We'll find out.
Might go.
You're going to move. You know what? It'd be a good experience for Parker. Take him to Thailand. You guys move to Thailand. You can call in for the podcast. This is going to go great.
We'll find you a realtor that'll set that up.
Yeah, they got him. For sure, they got him. I don't even remember where I was at this point.
Just derailed the whole thing.
Food virgins.
Food.
Diversion.
Oh, yeah, do you have a color food?
Aversion.
Aversion?
Not aversion.
Diversion?
Not a diversion.
Not a diversion. Aversion. Do you have a food aversion, Bubby? Something that, like a color that sets you off or a smell that sets you off or anything like that?
I don't care for browns.
Okay. Like brownies?
Brown. No, just brown. Like gravy.
Refried
brown
beans?
gravy or
it's just brown gravy.
Like
is it just brown gravy, Bubby?
No, just brown gravy.
What other browns?
That's an example.
What other browns are you against, Bubby? All right, get ready to clip this one, folks.
What am I against?
We know brown gravy.
I don't like mushy. I don't like mushy. Like squash.
Amanda's gonna smack you in the mouth. Be very careful over there.
I don't like mushy squash or things like that.
I don't like mushrooms. That's the one I'm like the most.
See, I like mushrooms.
No, I don't like the taste of them. I don't like the consistency of them. I don't like the concept of them. I am anti-mushroom.
They're really good on a burger, Swiss burger, pizza.
A Swiss burger? Like a burger
mushroom
with Swiss
burger.
Mushroom Swiss.
Oh.
He's very specific.
Mushroom Swiss burger.
I didn't know if I was missing out on something.
Nope.
I don't know what a
No, Bubby he's got a thing.
Swiss cows.
Yes, the Swiss cows. It's like, they got Colby beef from Japan, and then
Bubby only likes
Swiss cows. Kind of like on the Swiss Miss packaging and stuff. They make the chocolate milk. That's the kind Bubby likes. Right. Chocolate milk cows. The only steak or burger he's going to eat is a chocolate milk cow.
Wear sweaters.
Yeah, have them big old bells around their necks. Some dude in lederhosen toting them around fields and stuff. That's Bubby's. If he's going to eat meat, that's the only meat he wants to eat.
Now I know.
Now we know.
Maybe that's the only gout-free option.
Oh, could be. Are they low in gout causing the Swiss cows? They prevent gout.
He doesn't like
He's
when we
mad.
play
He's
these
not.
games.
He's not going to talk to us anymore. That's fine. All right, I'm gonna I get a text from my sister.
Yeah.
Your new best friend.
Yeah.
Which starts with, "Hey, your mom didn't tell me this till like 10 minutes ago, but she's going in to get 2 stents put in."
Oh no!
Right? She's going tomorrow, and she didn't want to tell anybody.
Yeah.
And then I guess she let it slip to my sister because she was just gonna have her friend drive her to the thing. Mm-hmm. And Sarah's like, "You can't do that. You gotta let somebody in the family know you're doing this shit. That's a big deal. They're gonna put a tube in you and go up to your heart and stuff." Ooh, I got no. So they're like, "We're putting a stent. We're gonna put some stents in." So they take her. So my sister's got to get up at 5:30 in the morning and take her to get the thing done. So they're at the hospital. I'm getting like a play-by-play as we're going, pictures and everything. So there's my mom in the hospital bed, and they wheel her away, and then they wheel her back in, and she's doing all right. And then the next set of pictures I get are just the bathroom covered in blood.
What?
And then my mom covered in blood.
Oh no!
And we're like, "What the what?"
Mm-hmm.
Not a big deal. She was on blood thinners because they're putting a stent in, so they had to thin the blood. And she goes into the bathroom and she knocks the IV and stuff out. And it just goes blah, 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 all over the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
And so that's a little freaky when you see that picture coming through.
I bet.
But she's fine. They're gonna have to go back in and do some other stuff, but she's all right. And they're like, they're already on their way to the beach right now because they spend like 6 weeks at the beach every summer.
Oh, I know.
Oh, best friend over here in the world.
What's the recovery time on that?
That's
Apparently
outpatient.
A couple hours.
Yeah, that's outpatient.
Oh, okay.
They go in and they put it in your wrist, in your like arm, and they go up through your shoulder and they go down into your heart. But she's got an S curve in her shoulder, so they had to take that one out and then go through the leg and go up the other way into your heart, hitting one of the major highway veins there and getting up in there, and then the thing goes in there, and then they put a little like a wire mesh jobber in there to kind of open up the veins because you got all clogged up because you ate Swiss Miss burgers for 40 years or whatever it is, and
it's the mushrooms.
And the mushrooms got her, and yeah, so she's doing all right, doing fine.
Good,
but my sister not good at putting those things in order for me.
Picture wise, no.
Yeah, picture wise, you got to start with she's fine, nothing's wrong, and then post the pictures, not the other way around. So anyway, that was fun with my mom. She's doing good. I'm probably gonna have to get that done here any day now. I'm sure. Get in there.
Just expecting it, right?
Yeah, just get in there, root around, and see what's going on in there. It's the time's coming, Bubby. We're getting old. That's gonna happen.
I know.
As Amanda says, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
Everybody dies, Bubby, any second now. So.
What percentage does she have blocked?
She had like 80% on one of them.
Oof.
Yeah. So. I think they got to get in there with one of them wire bottle brushes and scrub that out a little bit before they can get in there and do anything else.
Get rid of the cholesterol.
Get all them cholesterols out. Yeah, because back in the day, we didn't know about cholesterol. 60s, 70s, really into the 80s. We didn't know much about cholesterol. We're just going to eat whatever. Hamburger helper every night, kids.
They've had a Spam. Gross.
Spam and bacon. My dad loves so much bacon. He'd save that bacon grease for... That's not good for us. That's how we die, right there.
My mom did that.
Yep, 100%.
Yep.
Grandmas, they're still doing it out there somewhere. So that's what my mom's got going on. All right, Amanda, I'm curious.
About what?
About your new best friend and what's going on over there.
She sent me a lovely email.
Okay, God love her.
Inviting me to...
oh, that's right. Because I did mention this, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Inviting me to... if I'm in Myrtle Beach this summer, to let her know we can hang out.
Yep.
She has lots of stories to share.
Oh, I'm sure she
And pictures.
And pictures.
I'm sure she does.
But I do think she was probably upset with you because one thing she wrote, it's pretty long.
Yeah. Oh no.
But
trust me, I know.
But she said, I sent Thor a photo for the Halloween costume idea. But since he says he never remembers what they're for,
I got to look now because I don't.
so she's sending it to me so I can share.
Okay, let me.
So she recommends this costume arrangement for us, and so it's basically
That's actually
it's
great.
the fast food.
Yeah.
Okay,
characters.
100%. I don't think I got that picture. No, I did not get that picture.
So she says that she feels
Damn it, I got that picture.
that Thor would be best for the Burger King costume.
Okay.
Oh, I was thinking Colonel Sanders.
Because you can grow a fabulous beard.
That's true. I got the beard.
She thinks that Bubby should be Wendy since Thor likes to use him as a slapstick comedic relief frequently.
Oh, Sarah.
Agreed. And
Now I'm curious where Amanda's going at this point.
Yeah, because I'm thinking
We're down to McDonald's.
McDonald's and
she believes
Colonel
that
Sanders.
that I should be the Colonel from KFC
Okay.
since Wendy has been taken.
Okay.
And since Tyler never shows up, he should be the clown Ronald.
I agree with that.
All right. I'll give you this.
Yeah. So we've got lots of really good Halloween ideas.
I also get things like I just get like she like I said, she live cast the podcast.
Yeah. She also said, Thor, don't let her down on the 100th episode. They're building it up.
I have built nothing up. The only thing I have personally
You
promised
talk about it a lot, though.
is that I'm going to get the outro music fixed.
You just say that it's a big one.
It is a big one. It's 100. That's
I may tweak the bingo cards to add Thor promises
that
he's going to fix the outro music.
Oh no, that's happening. I got the week off.
I don't believe
it is.
You had the day off 2 weeks ago. And
I promised that I would have it done by the 100th, and I will fulfill that promise because I got to download all this stuff here tonight anyway to post.
Sarah, prepare. We're gonna be let down.
But I get live tweets of the episode from my sister. Not tweets, but they're just text messages with things like, "I'm with Bubby. I hate jeans." Well, I've already moved on, so I don't know what that means.
I do.
You should have a fun sibling time. Caroline and I listen to the episodes together, and it's really fun because then we can talk about it. So you should just FaceTime your sister.
Here we go.
You guys can listen to it together.
It's only an hour.
It's only an hour.
A week.
Right.
And it's mostly just her yelling at her kids or my mom in the background while we're listening to the podcast because that's usually how every phone call goes.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Family.
They're
going to go away.
How about we swap? And I'll listen to it with your sister and you can listen to it with my sister.
Okay.
And we'll see. Bubby, get some relative in here. Actually, I'll listen to it with Parker. Parker, you got.
I get your sister.
No, you get her sister, and then she gets my sister. Okay. There we go. Now everybody's got somebody's family they're going to listen to the podcast with.
Love it.
Is Parker still listening to the podcast?
Not lately.
No. So he doesn't know about all the time. My sister had shingles. FYI.
I got my shingle shot.
Good to know.
Did you? Yeah, that's what I think
First
set
one.
this off.
Yeah. We talked about it.
A friend of mine just got his second one. And he said it hurt like hell.
Oh, you got to get a second one?
Yeah, you got to get two. My next one's middle of July.
It's like rabies. You used to have to get them shots right in your belly when you had to get the rabies shots. You don't have to do that anymore. I know this because my sister's kids may or may not have been infected with rabies and had to go get the shots. Because there's some neighborhood cat that went ape shit on them, and then they were worried about them having rabies, so they had to go get the shots. They don't give them to you in your belly anymore, so that's good.
Yeah, never had one.
Why did you? Oh,
because I flushed my goldfish.
that's right. It saved you from the rabies.
Right.
The fish rabies. That's always a big concern. Is the fish rabies? All right. So we got a little bit of time. My wife bought this chair. Have we talked about the chair?
What did you say?
My wife bought this chair.
Okay.
What did you think I said?
Wolf bought this chair.
Wolf bought this chair. You know,
I'm not
wife.
sure that's not what you said. I'll listen
my
back.
wife.
My
In
wife.
2 weeks.
My wife. My wife bought this chair, and it's like it's kind of like a lounging chair, like a chair you would have in your living room, kind of chair, you know, not like
You mean in your lounge?
Yeah, in your lounge, in your salon.
Yes.
For all of those of you with salons, it's not a recliner, but it's a big, comfy-ish chair. And then she saw on the TikToks this lady drilled out the feet and put skateboard wheels. Or like those big fancy office chair wheels in the bottom of the chair. And then they could scoot the chair around in their office, and that could be their office chair. So she said, we're going to do this. And I said, okay. And then I did a dumb thing. Yeah. And that was I tried to just freehand that shenanigans. And so I got my drill out, and I got a drill bit, and I went, it's kind of close. And tried to drill out the 4 feet and put the skateboard wheels in. And guess what you can't do? You can't half-ass that experience right there, even a little bit. So I tried to put the skateboard wheels in, put them back on the chair, and immediately just collapsed under its own weight. The wheels just went boom and flipped out because the hole wasn't, I hadn't put anything in there, and blah, blah, blah. I then proceeded to buy 3 separate sets of feet for this chair. There's one box up there. There's another one in my office that has to be returned, and I bought a 3rd set. None of those had the right pegs to fit into the chair. So then I had to buy a set of pegs that I could swap this out with. But then the chair was going to be too tall because we're adding the skateboard wheels at the bottom of it. So now I got to cut those down. Then I got to drill them out. Then I got to glue the skateboard wheels in. And I had to enlist some people to help me in this entire shenanigans. But I finally got it done. I got the things cut off. I got them sanded down. I got the skateboard wheels put in. And then she goes, I'm going to buy all the people that you helped gift cards to Andy's for helping. I'm like, okay. And she goes, and you're going to take them to them at and give them to him. And I'm like, perfect. This will be fun. And so Scott, friend of the podcast, Scott, and then another guy I work with, Gary, were the two that helped me. So I bought them the cards, and I'm trying to hand these cards to them. And they're like, what is this for? And I'm like, it's because you guys helped my wife with a chair. And they're like, you don't have to give me this. And I'm like, no, she insists that you have that. And it was like a fight to get people to take, because they were like, I don't want that. I was just helping. I don't need you to. So, but then Ryan called me the other day. He goes, hey, what are you doing? This is Saturday. Hey, what are you doing? Nothing. What's up? I need you to help me move a chair. Okay. He goes, meet me here in like half an hour. And he drops a pin. So I'm like, okay. So I see where it is. And so down Sunshine, you know where Mike's flea market is down there by West Bypass? Yes. So when I look at it on my phone, it looks like it's right in that area. So I was like, oh, maybe you got it from that place, or there's another like furniture-y kind of place in that parking lot as well. So I pull in there and I look at the map and I'm like, nope, missed it by just a hair. So I go out back to the road. I go down a little further. I turn back onto another road, and I pull up, and it's a storage place.
Storage unit?
Storage unit place. And then there's a bunch of people loading a bunch of things onto trucks. Oh. And I'm like, what has he done? And I see them loading up Miss Pac-Man into the back of one of these things. I was like, oh, Miss Pac-Man. I was like, this might have been a good unit, actually. So I pull in, and we're waiting. He shows up almost immediately after I get there. I'm like, what's going on? He goes, I got this chair. It's kind of heavy. I need your help. I was like, okay. So I go, how much did they get for that Pac-Man? He's like, $750. I was like, that's a little pricey. Yeah. You can sell it for like $1,000, but that's only if it works. And it wasn't in great condition, so he's probably going to be a push at best of that. We get in there. It's one of those big ass like airport massage chairs. Oh,
nice.
You know, the mall, the ones that are sitting in the mall is one of those. Yeah. And it's the full thing with the bits that wrap around your leg. Right. And it's the whole kit and caboodle, dude. And I'm like, oh, that's a big old chair right there. And so I'm like, He goes, I got a dolly maybe. And I was like, let's see how bad this is. And I kind of try to pick it up. I was like, okay, it's not too bad. But it's all muddy, like all that, because it's been raining. And so the whole parking lot is like all muddy. And I've got these brand new Crocs, Hey Dudes, that my wife had just bought me. And I'm like, I cannot get these dirty. She'll murder me if I get these dirty. Because she's mad about it. Because I wear the old ones, and they're the ones I mow in, and they look like hell. And so she's right. I should have a nice pair of these. So we're trying to get it out there. We pick it up, and we get it out there, and we set it down. And then he does the same thing to me. He goes, here, this is for your trouble. I'm like, I don't need that. No, good. He goes, no, you need to take it. And I'm like, I really didn't. He goes, you need to take it. I'm like, fine, I'll take it. So I took the money, but just to even it all out, I'm going to buy drugs with it. So that'll work out well.
You know what you do when people give you a gift card or something that you don't really want to take? You take it, and you keep it, and you get a Christmas card. You instantly sign it, and you put it in there, and then you say Merry Christmas.
And give it back to them?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
I've given so many gift cards back to people, and they forget. They don't realize it.
I think it's more the like you don't have to pay me. I don't need you to, I think it's more that than
thank you. You'll enjoy this later.
Yeah. Like an 80s gift card, you'll use that, right? Most people use that.
Yeah. No, it's a free Christmas gift.
Yeah, right. So
regifting.
I've done it. Anytime we get an Applebee's gift card, I will regift that son bitch immediately. Because let me tell you what I don't like is an Applebee's. I can heat up a TV dinner at the house. I don't need them to do it for me.
So, they got riblets.
Okay, sure. Riblets. They don't even have a song. The other place has a song, at least, Bubby, about their baby back ribs. Not that I ever get them when I go there. I get the same thing every time because that's how I roll. But
okay, Steve.
What's a gift card you get that you'll just automatically turn back around? I got a couple.
I'm trying to think.
Amanda?
Most of them, because I'm not good at using them.
We had to do it this spring. We had a bag of them, like a whole big ass bag of gift cards. We're getting through these things, and so we just used them all like over the course of like 2 months. We just burned them all off.
Probably one that goes to like Starbucks.
Starbucks is on my list. I'm not.
I'll give that to somebody.
My wife's got like $200 in Starbucks gift cards on her in like the app that she has on her phone because she likes to get tea from there, but I have zero use for a Starbucks
No,
card.
me either. Just
Again, just free Christmas gift.
Yep. Cold Stone Creamery
Birthday.
is another one. Cold Stone Creamery.
all right. So I got 2 of those over a 2-year period from somebody at church. They were thanking me. Here, it's
Cold,
like, here,
Cold Stone?
Here, thanks for doing this, and gave me 2 of those, and they were like $10 each.
Uh-huh.
I held on to those things for a good over 2 years
Yeah.
before I used it, and I finally this year took Parker and
Right.
bought him some ice cream because I just never think of just going to have ice cream somewhere. If I do, it's Andy's.
It's Andy's or it's Dairy Queen.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah. Cold Stone is a
or
distant.
Pineapple Whip.
Oh, so good.
Yeah,
I got a punch card. I've had this punch card for like 3 years, and I've not managed to fill it up at the freaking Pineapple Whip because I don't go that often. But one day I'm going to get that free thing. It'll be faded by the time they're like, I don't even know what this is.
there's like a tropical shaved ice place on South Campbell.
Yep.
And we went there for the first time the other day, and I got a punch card.
What are the odds of you?
I'm gonna say second time. One time last
Oh.
year and one time this year.
Okay.
But I didn't get a punch card the first year, so he asked
Did you
me.
tell him?
He asked me this time. He goes, "Did you get a punch or do you have a punch card from last year?" I was like, "No, I never got one." And he goes, "Okay." So he punched 4 of them out for
Oh.
me. 5 of them, and gave it to me. And I only got 4 left before I get a free one.
Well, now me and you got to go after this, and we'll go get 2 more
Go get
punches.
2
on that
more.
thing.
Yeah.
Amanda, you want to go? Shaved
No,
ice?
I don't like shaved ice. It's just syrup.
Amanda doesn't like sweet.
Yeah. No. She
I'll
just
just
say
suck
they
on the ice, the shaved
they have
ice.
Dole Whip.
No syrup, please.
Do you like Dole Whip?
Hold on. I got to write
They have
it
Dole
down.
Whip.
I do, but it's really sweet. Again,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of have to be in the mood.
Disney Dole Whip.
That Disney Dole Whip is thick. Like it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a lot of flavor to it. That's me.
I like them as what's it called? A float at Disney.
You can get a float?
Yeah. But I like so they have these specialty floats at Disney, and they change them out like
Insider
different
tips here,
seasons
folks.
or like each year or whatever. But like the last time I went, it was coconut soft serve with
I'm just following along.
Oh.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
the pog juice, the pineapple orange guava juice.
Okay. I did
in
not
there.
know. I did not know
I
about
know,
Pog
that's
juice.
why I said it.
Pog Slammer.
POG.
Oh, that's what that stands for.
Yeah.
That's what Pog stands. Okay. I knew that part, but I did not make the connection between the two there, even a little bit. Okay. Bubby, you had Pogs when you were little?
No.
Okay.
He's too old for pogs.
I was right on the. I was just past the Pog age, but I still wanted to get
I
it.
knew what
Yeah.
Pog juice was.
Really?
Yeah.
But you didn't know what Pogs were? The little discs, and you get the slammer, and you get and there's a whole thing. No, okay.
Sorry.
Continue.
Anyway, so pineapple whip,
Yep. Or coconut.
it was coconut. Yeah. Coconut soft serve, and then the pog juice, and then it had a pineapple upside down cake pop.
Sounds
As a
delicious.
topper. It was so delicious.
That sounds really.
Where do I get this? Where's this?
Disney World.
But where? It's not at every one of the Dole Whip stands.
Sounds like animal.
They only have
Kingdom.
one. No, they have the one Dole Whip stand at Adventureland in
Okay.
Magic Kingdom.
And that's where you get that.
Yeah, I knew of that place.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's like a specialty thing. So sometimes they have different ones.
Okay. Sometimes
But that one was
it's
real
just like
good.
arsenic and
Old
licorice.
Lace?
Yeah.
What?
Yes, arsenic and old lace. Yes, the old play / movie, black and white movie. Here we go, black and white movies again.
Yeah. So I know it.
It sounds delicious.
It's really good.
I don't even. I'll be honest with you though. When I get in that line, I'm not looking at anything but getting that Dole Whip.
Well, now they have mobile order. And
Oh,
so,
okay.
So you can
Get it ahead.
you can really think about it and make your decision.
Have it waiting on you.
They have that for all snack stands or just.
Here we go. Bubby's going.
Well, I want to know in advance. So
Sign Bubby.
They have a lot. Most places have mobile order.
okay, cool.
The family is talking about doing a family trip. when I say the family, I mean my wife's family, is talking about doing a family trip to Disney maybe next year. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
You want to go, you know.
I want to go to Disney 100%.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. Like I'm not good with a lot of people. I'm good with me and the missus. And
Next year, especially when they're going to be opening a few things that they're working on.
in theory.
In theory.
By the way, RIP to Muppet Vision 3D. Right. It is now officially shut down as of like 2 days ago.
No more.
No more. I saw a TikTok of the last person to get in line and go in there.
It was. You going to say who it was? I know who it was.
Oh, it's just some lady.
No, it wasn't.
No.
Oh, who was it?
It was Jim Henson's daughter.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
She was the last one to go in.
Oh.
Other than the cast members.
Yeah, I saw the cast members out there loitering around. So that was Jim Henson's daughter.
Yeah.
All right. That's pretty good then.
Yeah.
And then then the person pans the camera around, and there's got to be 300 people standing in that courtyard, all with their phones up, trying to get a picture of those people going in for the last thing. And then they all sing Rainbow Connection out there.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, it was a thing, dude.
Wow.
They actually extended the movie time, like the show times for that day, out because they knew it was just going to be packed out.
Yeah.
And yet they still closed the thing. Sons of bitches.
Yeah.
What?
Everything dies.
Here we go again. You know what? I had written down,
It'll come alive as something.
I'll just suck on the ice, but you know what? This episode is called Everything Dies. Because that's just how it is. Everything dies, kids. It's a sad world. It's coming to an end. Get all the fun in you can while you can, because it's all going down the drain.
Yeah.
So, we wanted to uplift this episode by just calling it Everything Dies.
It's all dead fish and chips.
It's all dead fish and chips. On that uplifting note, I think we're going to wrap this one up, kids.
A newspaper.
In an old wet newspaper and serve it to you in a boot. If you enjoyed this podcast, I'm not sure how you did it, but congratulations to you. You can check us out on our website. It's allfishandchips.com. Or you can write us, write in your answers to the trivia questions. We'll have, you probably won't get in on the episode, but we'll acknowledge you if you get some of those right. And you can do that at itsallfishandchips@gmail.com.
And if you asked for a bingo card or multiple bingo cards, you'll have those by the time you're listening to this.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
they will be available to you for the 100th episode, so you can play along.
Yeah.
We will not intentionally try to hit every single one of those in that episode, but
and we have enough that not everybody has the same things.
okay,
So
fair enough. And we're gonna add. There's a couple more things we got to add. So you'll have your bingo cards if you ask for one. You can check us out on our Facebook
if you
group.
ask now, it's too late. We've already recorded the 100th episode.
Yeah. If you're listening to this episode and decide to try to, we'll send you one still,
Yeah.
but you're not going to
You
get it.
might get it in time.
You might get it in time, but probably not.
Yeah.
You might get in time to play along. Because
No.
it will be, because they'll be listening to it
On
delayed. So
Tuesday. Yeah. Go ahead and ask. I'll send you one.
let's see what happens. What's
Just
the worst
don't listen to the 100th until you have it.
Yeah, until you get your bingo card, do not listen to the 100th episode. This is going to tank our numbers. Man, somebody in the Netherlands went crazy, and now somebody in Florida is listening to the whole thing from the beginning. So welcome to all those folks. If you make it this far, thanks for sticking out. Mm-hmm. Check us out on Facebook group. I'm so lost.
Right.
Facebook group. It's All Fish and Chips, the group on Facebook or on the. We'll also put a link up on the 100th to our new Slack channel that I created. So you'll have that to. You can get in there and chat with us on our Slack channel.
I'm on there.
Yep. Bubby, did you join the Slack channel yet?
Nope.
I don't remember.
Okay, that'd be a hard negatory. Mm-hmm. So check us out there. And if you'd like to support the podcast, check us out on Patreon. It's All Fish and Chips Patreon. We got 2 tiers, and if you want to be a friend of the podcast, it's only $3 a month. And we'll read your name out on every episode, just like Carol and Anthony and Ed and KK and Sarah and Ryan and Jordan. Come on, that's off the top of my head. I'm doing pretty good there. Or if you want to sponsor the podcast and make Bubby say, "Fly, Eagles, fly," you can do that too. And YouTube something. So, having said all of that, my name's Thor.
Bubby.
Amanda.
And remember, folks, no matter what you got going on, it's all fish and chips. Bye.
Can we drink the moonshine next week?
Yes, 100%. We've been teasing that one forever, so we might as well bust that stuff out.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that Tyler will manage to make it for the 100th.
That'd be great.
Doubt it.
I doubt it too, but we'll see. All right. Good luck to you.